And we're back with another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. So a bunch of the Rogue One characters are now available throughout the game. We're just going to go through some of them. The one that I'm the most excited about is Baze, but it's going to take like a year to farm him. Apparently, Jin shows up in these shipments right here, as well as Cassian. But lots of good stuff there in the guild store. Then right here, we've got Biston. The character is okay. Then over here in the guild store, I've been seeing Jin showing up in here. And also, Rex shows up in here quite a bit, which is a pretty good thing. Then right here, we got Cassian Andor in the Squad Arena store. And then right here on the Galactic War is K2SO, although all the Android people already have him. In the Fleet store, Sharut is showing up. Now, a lot of people are probably pretty excited about that because a lot of people have Sharut at 5 or 6 stars. Now they can get them to 7 stars here in the Fleet store. Although for me, I'm pretty much buying the Zetas here in the Fleet store. And then Baze is also farmable in a very hard node, but it's going to take like a year because I have like no shards of Baze. But this node seems pretty productive to farm. A lot of these parts I need tons of, so I probably would need to farm that anyways. Now, new character in the game is Pow, and we're going to go over his stats. And I think he is the last Rogue One character we're going to get, with the exception of Bodhi. Let's go to another game, and we're going to look at Force Arena. This is probably the only Rogue One character that is not currently in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes that probably should be inside of the game is Bodhi Rook. And because we've got the new Rebels like Ezra and Sabine, this game has those characters also. So there's probably Grand Inquisitor and Eighth Brother, and then Grand Admiral Thrawn and Governor Price. And then also Callus is in this game. So I'm going to expect that we get those characters at some point. And then his unique here is Yogar List, or however you say his name. Let's go over Pow's statistics, and he looks interesting. He has some cool things on it. Basically, we're going to just start with the unique. Whenever a Rebel ally uses a basic attack, reduce Pow's cooldowns by 1, and Pow gains 5% turn meter. Now, these cooldowns have 11 turn cooldowns, but they really don't do anything that's that exciting for me. All allies gain offense up for 2 turns. Pow gains 40% turn meter. I'd be more excited if it was like dispel all negative status effects. Sonic Grenade, deal physical damage to all enemies with a 70% chance to inflict defense down for 2 turns. Now, if it said ability block or buff immunity or stagger or something like that, that would also be very interesting, but not so much. Because I'm thinking even if he goes every turn, those aren't really that cool. I kind of have a problem with this ability right here. All allies gain offense up for 2 turns. Yeah, he gets 40% turn meter, but anytime you do something like that and you don't attack, it seems like a waste. That'd be a better attack for me if it attacked all enemies and it gave offense up. That would be pretty cool. His Strident Strike seems very interesting. Deal physical damage to target enemy. If he has any buffs, deal damage again. And if the target has any debuffs, deal damage a 3rd time. I do really like that. That seems very cool. It's pretty fast, 145. Also pretty cool. Let's go back to the phone. I want to talk about Galactic War. And I've noticed a trick for Galactic War. My 12th node was broken, and then it wasn't broken. And I think I figured out the pattern. If the top 5 heroes in my roster have a total power of 50,000 or more, it seems like the 12th node is broken. What happened was I didn't have any mods on Shore Trooper for a couple of days, and his power dropped below 8,000. And then my 5th highest character was Palpatine, so my total power of my 5 highest characters was below 50,000, and I got a super hard 12th node. When I put the mods on the Shore Trooper, then my total power of my top 5 heroes went above 50,000, and then I get a very easy 12th node. And what that means is the 12th node will have like 3-star characters. You basically can just auto-play it no matter what, and it makes life a lot easier. The other thing that I'm starting to like a lot in this game is in the ships. I've been doing pretty well in the fleet arena in the ships. I usually finish 1 or 5. I can hang on until like number 1. I'm really happy with Biggs, and I think Biggs is probably the best ship in the game right now. And that has to do is that anytime that you inflict target lock on an enemy, he gets 35% protection and taunts for 1 turn. And I can't tell you the number of times I've gone into battle and not lost a single unit. Let's just see if we can do that right now. Sometimes I can do that. Let's see if we can find the number 1 spot. We're just going to go in battle. And this team is kind of set up around creating target lock. Most of the ships that I'm using in this battle have some sort of way inflicting target lock, or they call in an assist where I can bring in target lock. Now, the main thing is to target the opponent's bigs, and I'm not going to use his special ability. I'm going to use his basic attack, and it inflicts target lock. That's very good. So Biggs is gaining protection every time that happens. Let's put one here on Darth Vader's ship and look at his protection stats. Look, kind of a waste right there, but I'm getting 18,000. All right, I'm going to do a double attack right there. And if I do this correctly, or if I get lucky enough, I won't lose any ships. It happens quite a bit, actually. All right, so I can do that again. All right. All right, so what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to bring in Biggs as the assist, and he's going to get more protection, which is awesome. And we're getting rid of ships just left and right. All right, let's see if we can get target lock on Slave 1. Yep, look at that, 30,000 protection. It's just like, oh, I can do it again. Look at protection comes back. I mean, at some point they can kill him, but it's just like I keep going through it, and I don't have a problem. Let's do this. We'll also gain some protection and health right there. But it's just like they keep attacking Biggs because they have to, and he's just gaining health and gaining protection. All right, well, that's kind of overkill. All right. And let's see. Let's get rid of all of those positive effects and take care of Slave 1. Okay. I don't think I'm going to have a problem with this. I'm not even bringing in my rest of my ships. Just going through without losing any units. I like that. Look at that. He's almost at full health and protection. Pretty awesome if you ask me. Oh, I hate this when you can't target the back one. All right, let's do that again. Look at that. 18,000. Oh, double attack. This is gone. All we got left is Ahsoka. And Biggs is pretty much left untouched. Wow. All right, let's just keep going. I think I'm going to go after Wedge because he doesn't have that dodge up. Look at that. Oh, let's just throw this target lock on Ahsoka. Look at that. Just constantly gaining protection. Pretty ridiculous if you ask me. And this is for the number 1 slot. I don't have any hard times getting number 1. I get sniped quite a bit. And let's see, let's just do AoE with 2 assists, and that should take care of it. All right, there we go. So that's how to get ship number 1. I do think it's all about Biggs and getting target lock with the ships that I'm using right there. All right, what do you think about this new hero? I'm hoping that we get Bodhi, and then, of course, all the other Rempel villains, or the dark side, which would be like Price and Thrawn and Callus and the Inquisitors. That would be really cool. And as always, thanks for watching and keep on gaming.